mean, it's just, goodbye 2019. Here we come 2020, baby. What's good, Buck Nation, and Happy New Year, you filthy animals. It's your Brood Boy, and thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Tuff Bucs. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. And for you real tough bucks, click the bell icon so that you get real-time notifications on when new videos drop. So let's giddy up. The defense had another great performance, and outside of a trick play early in the game to offensive tackle Ty Sombra, who was wide open and ran in a 35-yard touchdown, the Bucs would hold the Falcons to 5 field goals for the rest of the game. Lavonte David had a relatively quiet day, but he would reach 1,000 tackles in his career. A big-time stat for a big-time player. The Buccaneers' defensive line were the real stars in this game. Shaq Barrett had 3 sacks and would surpass Hall of Famer Warren Sapp's single-season franchise record with 19.5. He would also cement himself as the NFL Sack Champion of the Year, passing Chandler Jones from Arizona. Jason Pierre-Paul added a pair of sacks himself, and more importantly, stripped Matt Ryan of the ball that would lead to a 91-yard Devin White touchdown, which would be the longest fumble return in Buccaneers history. In total, the Bucs were able to get 14 QB hits and 6 sacks. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. On the offensive side, the ground game of the Buccaneers were finally able to get some success moving the ball. Ronald Jones would become the first running back on the team to eclipse 100 yards in a game this season. Better late than never, I guess. Brashad Perryman had another productive game, mostly in the first half, bailing Winston out on a number of plays. First turning into a defensive back by breaking up a bad throw that would have been picked off, and then hauling in what looked like a throwaway pass, but turned into a Hail Mary at the back of the end zone towards the end of the half. Perryman has shown that he can be a dangerous target and has stepped up in the last 6 weeks, especially in the absence of Pro Bowlers Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. The roller coaster ride that is Jameis Winston had a fitting end to this game, with a pick 6, his 7th on the season. On this day, Winston would become the 8th quarterback to reach 5,000 yards in a season and would pass Dan Marino on that mark. He would also join the 30 for 30 club, ending the year with 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. It's a lonely club because he's the only jabroni in NFL history to do so. The Bucs have a lot to think about in the offseason in regards to Winston's future. The Buck that walks the plank this week is obviously kicker Matt Gay, who was 0 for 3 on the day in field goals, leaving 9 points off the board. It's easy to point the finger at Jameis Winston, but had Matt Gay did his job and made those kicks, Winston wouldn't have been throwing the ball in overtime and would have been enjoying a win instead. This is Gay's 2nd game in which he cost the team a win, the first coming against the New York Giants. Matt, come on bro, get it together. Bruce Arians had high expectations for this team this season. Unfortunately, the slow start by the defense and the high volume of mistakes by Winston ultimately doomed the Bucs. But if you look at the big picture, a lot of analysts predicted the Buccaneers to be a 4 or 5 win team. So in that sense, the Buccaneers exceeded expectations. 2020 is looking bright for the Buccaneers, but there are a lot of question marks because a lot of key players are free agents. Bruce Arians and the front office have their work cut out for them during the offseason. And that's our Week 17 review of the Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Coming soon, we'll have videos on the 2019 year in review, what to do with Jameis Winston, free agency, and other offseason moves. So until next time, Buck Nation, keep firing them cannons.